Definite means firm and clear, okay? Clearly mastered crisis management. What does master mean? Master, if something or someone masters a difficult situation, they succeed in controlling that situation, alright? If you master something, you know well about that, or you know well how to do that thing. That's mastering. Crisis management. However, disasters can also cause a company to go into crisis management mode. However, what does that mean? You use however when you want to say something that contrasts what you have just said. So it's like but. But disasters can also cause. Disaster was that. Disaster is a very bad, serious accident, okay, like a plane crash or earthquakes. Can also cause a company to go into crisis management mode. In 1988, for instance, a terrorist bomb destroyed a Pan Am airliner. In 1988, for instance, what does that mean, for instance? It means for example. Instance is example or occurrence of something, something happening. A terrorist bomb destroyed. What is a terrorist? Terrorist is a person who uses violence, okay, such as bombing or murder to achieve a particular political aim. A terrorist bomb, what's a bomb? Bomb is a substance or a device that destroys, that explodes and destroys a large area. This bomb destroyed a Pan Am airliner. What's an airliner? Airliner is a very big aeroplane, okay, where they carry passengers. Hundreds of people died. Hundreds of people. How many is this? This is 200 or 300 or 400, but not 1,000 and not 100. Do you understand? Hundreds of people died. Also in 1989, an Exxon oil tanker ran aground in Alaska. An Exxon oil tanker. Exxon is a big oil company, do you understand? And Pan Am is an airline. Okay? Exxon oil tanker. What's a tanker? Tanker is a very large ship carrying gas or liquid, especially oil. Ran aground. What does that mean, run aground? If a ship runs aground, that means it touches the ground of a shallow river or a lake or the sea, okay, and gets stuck in Alaska. You know where Alaska is? It's at the northwest part of the United States. Hold on, let me see if I have the hold on. Alaska is here. You get this? And this is the United States. So it's at the northwest part of the United States. Right here. Okay. This caused an enormous amount of damage to the environment. An enormous, what does enormous mean? Enormous means extremely large, okay? Enormous amount of damage. What is amount? Amount is how much something is, okay? Of damage to the environment. What is environment? Environment is everything around you, such as all the circumstances and the things or people which affect your life, okay? And in 1982, 7 people in the Chicago area died when they took Tylenol that someone had laced with poison. 7 people in the Chicago area died when they took Tylenol. What is Tylenol? It's a painkiller, okay? You take it when you have headaches, okay? This is a brand name of the brand, not a general noun, okay? So it's a proper noun, alright? Tylenol that someone had laced with poison. What does lace mean? Lace, if you lace food or drink with a substance, such as alcohol or drug, you put a small amount of that substance in the food or the drink, alright? Laced with poison. What is poison? Poison is a substance which kills or harms people or animals if they take it. So let's go to the next part.
When they took Tylenol that someone had laced with poison. Those were all major problems. So what can companies do when they occur? First, they often use public relations experts to handle TV and newspaper reporters. These experts do things like make it appear that the company is not at fault. Many large companies have public relations officials on staff to prepare reports and to handle the press. Their efforts are often vital to maintaining or restoring a company's image. After all, people can quickly lose faith in a company. Consider the 3 companies I just mentioned. The makers of Tylenol handled the media the best. They reacted quickly and kept the public informed at all times. Exxon did the worst. Its CEO ignored the media and, at first, the company did little to help the locals in Alaska who were affected by the oil spill.
Okay, what is this part about? This part is about how do the companies deal with these kind of situation? Okay. What is the first step? The professor talked about the first step in this part. They use public relations experts to handle TV and newspaper reporters. Okay, this is the first step they take, and the professor talks about the companies which did well with this, and the company which didn't do well with this. Which company did well with this? The makers of Tylenol handled the media the best, okay? And Exxon did the worst, okay? The CEO ignored the media and did little to help the locals in Alaska who were affected by the oil spill. Okay, so let's get into it. Those were all major problems. What does major mean? Major means being important than others in a situation. So what can companies do when they occur? First, they often use public relations experts to handle TV and newspaper reporters. They often use public relations experts. What is public relations? Public relations is a part of an organization's work, okay? That try to make people think good of that company. Try to make the public think, have a good image of that company. That is public relations. Public means what? Public means general people, anyone, alright? Relation is what? The connection between things and the way they behave towards others, alright? Public relations experts. What's an expert? Expert is a person who is very skilled at doing something or who knows a lot about a subject. To handle TV and newspaper reporters. What's a reporter? Reporter is a person who writes news articles in the newspaper or a person who broadcasts news reports. All right. What is report then? Report means tell people about things that happened. All right. These experts do things like make it appear that the company is not at fault. Make it appear that, what does appear mean? Appear means look like. The company is not at fault. What does that mean? At fault. At fault means being responsible or to be blamed. All right. What is fault? If something's your fault, you are the one who caused it. All right. Or you are to be blamed. Many large companies have public relations officials on staff to prepare reports and to handle the press. Many large companies have public relations officials on staff. What is an official? Official is a person in a position of authority. That means in a high position in that organization, all right? On staff. What is staff? Staff is the people who work for an organization, okay? To prepare reports. What does prepare mean? Prepare means make something, get something ready for something else. And to handle the press. Their efforts are often vital to maintaining or restoring a company's image. Their efforts, what's an effort? Effort is trying to do something. Okay. Are often vital. What is vital? Vital means very important. V means what? Life. So vital means concerning life. So it's very important. Life. A matter of life and death, all right? To maintaining or restoring. Maintain, what does that mean? Maintain means to keep something in a good condition, all right? Or restoring. What is restore? Restoring is making something go back to a previous situation, okay? Previous state, previous condition, okay? This is a little like rebuilding, but to recover the previous state or condition. Restoring a company's image. What is image? Image is a picture that you have in your mind, all right? How something appears to other people, okay, is an image. After all, people can quickly lose faith in a company. After all, what does that mean? In the end, all right? People can quickly lose faith in a company. What is faith? Faith is belief or being confident about something's ability or the goodness, all right? Consider the three companies I just mentioned. Consider, what does that mean? Think, all right? Think about the three companies I just mentioned. What does mention mean? Mention means to say something briefly, shortly, all right? The makers of Tylenol handled the media the best. Handled the media the best. What is media? Media is television, radio, newspapers, magazines, all right? Media is a plural. The singular of media is medium. Okay? One medium, two media, three media, like that. These kind of singular and plural forms are in Latin. These are, the origin of this word is Latin. Do you understand? Medium means something in the middle. So why do you call newspaper or TV a media? No. Media, not a media, right?